as a teacher, you can learn from your students' ethnic background, you can learn from their cultures, and then you can also implement that into your lessons. There are months designated to specific cultures. We have had Native American Heritage Month, Hispanic Heritage Month, Arab American Heritage Month, and I think it serves as a great way to include math into these kinds of lessons. Students were able to sit together and just discuss the foods that they wanted to eat, look at the prices, see how much everything would cost before doing any actual math. They saw that at the end of the menu, it said a 20% gratuity will be applied for parties of more than 5. My students worked on this in groups of 5, and some worked in groups of 4, so they had to make that determination of whether or not they're going to leave a tip. So gratuity is a fancy word for tip, but on menus, that's the word that they commonly use. And some students did end up saying that it is very respectful to leave a tip, and they said we should leave a 15 or 20% tip. The menu that they used did have vegetarian food, gluten-free food, and vegan food for anyone who may have had dietary restrictions. Once they had made up their decisions about the items that they want, they went ahead and did the math. And that's what I want to show you on the bulletin board that I do have outside. And students were able to choose between dinner, lunch, or breakfast, along with desserts and beverages. And here you have the typed version of all of their calculations. So this was for me to be able to see what exactly is the final answers, and it just provides organization for easy checking. There's also feedback written so that students know what they did well or if there was anything that they needed to fix. There's also a reflection portion in the project where they discuss as a group as to what they learned about percents in real life and how this makes them realize that it's part of every day. This is zoomed out. And then the most important part, especially as a math educator, is showing your work, and also showing your work in a way that lets me see your processing and your thinking. You can notice that every work shown here is different. This student highlighted subtotal taxes, cost per person, final total, percentages, and then she even made, without me prompting her to, she made a key here that lets you know what each color is. And I did print this in black and white, but she used highlighted colors. And this is just a wide range of abilities you see here. It's not limited to one class.